Hi, Janet.
The reason we're laughing is we've just been talking about what should we talk about this week, and Vicky and I have had just basically spent most of the week in the hospital. So my dad's been ill, and trying to stop his leg falling off. And Vicky, what have you been up to?
So my son came off his mountain bike and broke his arm. So it was properly like one of those movie things where it's bent and a bone was sticking out. So now he's got some pins and plates in there. It's been a week.
I know. Well, so I feel sympathy for you. So we're a bit late with our videos, but I think those two are very good excuses.
Yeah, definitely.
What I'd love to talk about today is I was on a call earlier and somebody said, oh, so-and-so has rolled out Copilot. And I went, oh, there. And this isn't a customer advice. It was just something in general. And they went, yeah, they didn't put any guardrails on. And Vicky nearly hyperventilated. She's let me in. So, for those that don't know, Vicky is very passionate about guardrails. So, I'm going to use the word purview. Now, my friend says pure view, makes me laugh every single time.
Ooh.
Purview. Vicky, what is purview?
So, Purview is a portal that gives you oversight into everything that's going on in your M365 tenant, and it can link to other things as well, but let's talk about the M365 tenant here. So it basically gives you insight to what data is where, and then allows you to put controls around that data as well, such as sort of DLP or encryption protection and that kind of thing. So it's really important if you're rolling out Copilot or any generative AI that you have a good understanding of where your data is and you're protecting it properly. So it makes me a bit anxious when people say they haven't done it.
I'm going to say something to you that what does DLP stand for?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Data loss prevention. So this means that if you've got a particular type of data or information that's important to you as an organization, you can stop that data from being leaked in whatever form. So you could say, I don't want that content emailed out. I don't want that content shared across Teams. Don't want it, uploaded onto my device, downloaded onto a device, all that kind of thing. So it's all about keeping that data safe for you.
It's very important that somebody has a DLP.
Yeah. I think so. I mean, you don't have to, but if you're going to roll out Copilot, you really, really should do.
Tell me what secret little things Purview can do that potentially a user should know about.
Well, if you're using Copilot, then you should know that all your Copilot prompts and outputs are audited in Purview so that the Janet's face. So that if needs be, someone can go back and see what you've been using Copilot for. But it's not just Copilot, it's everything that you do across the tenant is audited, really. So every time you open a document, view a document, download a document, share a document, all that you do is audited in Purview. And it's not so that people can just sit there and check up on you, because there's so much content, it wouldn't be possible to do that. But it just means that we can go back and check if something happens, we can go and follow that trail of what went on.
Mm-hmm. And what would be so one of the things that I look at Purview for, or I lean into, is adoption matrix, because one of the things that we're hearing a lot of is if you just roll out Copilot, people get very excited at the start. Isn't that right, Vicky? Very excited.
Okay.
And then they forget they've got it. So there's a big element of change required with Copilot and maintaining the change. So what would we use Purview there for, Vicky?
Well, I think for me personally, I tend to lean more into the admin console and look at some of the sort of adoption kits and what you can see in Viva Insights for that. So although, like I said, it is possible to see through the audit logs in Purview how people are using it, there are sort of better ways to do that for the adoption side of things.
Okay. And then Oh, I was going to ask another question, and I think I'm in the menopause because I keep forgetting what I was going to say. I guess it's being recorded, but
And it's the hospital, isn't it? I think we're all forgetting. I've forgot stuff so much today. I've been on a call halfway through a sentence and then I've just gone, what was I saying?
So tell me, I've remembered. Tell me why we should label our documents.
Okay, wow, that's interesting. We could label our documents, Janet. So you can label your documents with sensitivity labels, in keeping with your organisational policy. So you could say a document's public, confidential, internal, that kind of thing. Now, personally, I feel that if you were labelling your documents but then not taking action to protect those documents, then actually you're kind of signposting your confidential documents, but without actually providing that protection. So it's one of those things where if you're going to do it, you probably want to have a go at doing it properly. And it takes a bit of time. You'll need business buy-in, but it's a great functionality to have. But there's no point doing sort of quarter to half a job on it, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. And would you know of any webinars that you might be running that might start with guardrails and doing the whole package and not just a wee bit of it?
Yeah, that is our webinar series, myself and Craig White. And the first one is on guardrails, and that is the 11th of June. I almost forgot then. 11th of June. There you go, see as the brain's going. Yeah.
How much is this going to cost?
Absolutely nothing.
I should stop being silly. Yes, they're free. They're free to come and register. So we're in our LinkedIn post. We're gonna put a little link so you can click on that and get yourself registered. Yeah. But I think that's all we'll do today because it's been a busy week.
It has, yeah.
All right. See you soon, Pat.
All right. Bye, Janet.